we have a bunch of cowards in the media. A lot of cowards in the mainstream media. A lot of these big access media YouTube channels are full of cowards. And the only thing that they want is that coveted interview. Oh, I want to have this Hollywood person on my channel to legitimize me. Oh, I need to get those interviews. I don't care about interviews. I don't care about Hollywood people. I don't care about them at all. I care about Hollywood people pretending to be people they aren't, because at their core, they're not interesting human beings. They have to pretend to be someone else, and that's why they get paid a lot of money, because they're not interesting in their own flesh, because they are garbage people, generally speaking, and I have no interest in being friends with them or whatever it takes. If they want to talk, that's fine, but it won't be at the expense of me kissing up to them, and that's what we have in the mainstream media right now, and it's why people like the Netflix CEO are allowed to spew the nonsense they spew, and they're not held accountable, because the cowards in the media will not hold them accountable. And we have yet another situation surrounding the film Cuties and the Netflix CEO's nonsensical defense of it. This is absolutely ridiculous. But this is what happens because, hey, if I do a review on this channel right now of a movie, I'm not going to see the movie until it premieres for general audiences, or either a few days later, or a video game or anything. It's not going to get any views. It's not any views because the algorithm's not going to pick it up, because all the access media gets these reviews out sooner and quicker. So they want to keep those relationships so coveted. They want to kiss up. We can't criticize these studios. We can't say anything bad because we have to keep our early access so we can get these reviews out so we can get far more views. That's the name of the game. Screw Hollywood. Screw these studios. Screw these game developers. I don't need anything for free. I don't need Nintendo to give me anything for free. I don't need Xbox or Sony. I don't need Disney's free shit. I don't need anybody's free shit. And I'm not going to compromise my opinion or Geeks and Gamers opinions on pandering or being scared to give my opinion so that we lose access. Forget that. But the Netflix CEO says something so stupid, and of course, he's not going to be held accountable because the cowards in the media won't hold him accountable, just like they won't hold LeBron James accountable when he sits there and says black men are being hunted by police officers when they leave their house. What? And of course, no coward in the sports media is going to hold him accountable for that nonsense. Netflix CEO says Cuties is misunderstood, but speaks for itself. Yes, it's our fault. Yes, we're just too dumb. We're just too dumb. That's the problem right there. Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos said in a Monday interview that the hotly debated new movie Cuties is misunderstood.
It's a little surprising in 2020 America that we're having a discussion about censoring storytelling, Sarandos
said Monday, according to Deadline. I want to read that to you one more time. It's a little surprising in 2020 America that we're having a discussion about censoring storytelling. So when people are upset because you're using underage children to put them in a film to make them do horrible things that no children should be doing, you're going to chalk that up to people complaining about storytelling and censoring. And you're claiming that it's surprising that we're having that discussion. This is the same Netflix that has edited out scenes because people on Twitter were pretend offended over it. This is the situation we find ourselves in right here. The same CEO that just said it's a little surprising in 2020 America that we're having a discussion about censoring storytelling, yet you edited episodes out so you could make some blue-haired weirdo on Twitter happy. That's never going to be happy, by the way. Remember the Back to the Future situation where they got busted editing out offensive stuff in the Back to the Future movie, Back to the Future 2, and then only to, after it became so much of an outrage on social media, they reversed the decision. Yet the CEO wants to say it's a little surprising we're having a discussion about censoring storytelling. You are garbage. And if there was a person that was actually conducting this interview and had an opportunity to challenge him and you didn't, then you're garbage too. And you probably are a coward because you're in the mainstream access media. It's a film that is very misunderstood with some audiences, uniquely within the United States, he continued. The film speaks for itself. It's a very personal coming-of-age film. It's the director's story, and the film has obviously played very well at Sundance without any of this controversy and played in theaters throughout Europe without any of this controversy. So, when a few blue-haired weirdos get offended on Twitter, you want to pander and bend the knee to them. when they want to pretend to be offended over a comedic scene in The Office, we have to edit that out, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you just tell these people that, yeah, you misunderstand? Why are you determining who can and can't be outraged about stuff now? Yet when it comes to the Twitter weirdos, you're fine with that. Now, again, this is not about storytelling and censoring storytelling. This is about protecting children. That's what this is about. That's what it's about, Netflix CEO. But you're never going to do an interview with someone like me because you're going to have to be held accountable for the stupid shit that comes out of your mouth. And that's the difference. You're never going to talk to someone like me. So continue to take softballs from the mainstream. A Netflix spokeswoman said that Cuties is a social commentary against the sexualization of young children. This charge is without merit. Oh, talking about the Texas lawsuit. Yeah. Cuties is not only includes many close-up shots of little girls. I'm not going to get into the details of that. But at the end of the day, this is why they're able to do this, because they are thrown softballs by the media. The media is not going to hold them accountable for the stupid things that they say, and they can continue to spew nonsense on top of nonsense on top of nonsense. And the cowards in the media are not going to hold them accountable. They're not going to hold them accountable for anything. And that is access media to a T. And this is why they will do anything. You've got two parties that are willing to do anything for each other. You got the access media that's willing to do anything to get those press passes, to get that early access. And then you have the company that's willing to do anything to get that media outlet to push out their good graces. So you have two parties that are willing to do anything and everything to stay within the good graces of each other because it benefits both of them right there. That is the ridiculous situation we find ourselves in. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But that's why Geeks and Gamers has risen so much over the past few years. And we have Sports Wars now where we're calling out the bullshit in sports. And we're going to do the same thing with our Park Hopping channel. I'm going to do the same thing with my personal channel. We're going to continue to kick ass and take names. We have the website, and we don't care about Hollywood people. I don't care about your opinions. I care about you pretending to be someone you're not. That is why you are paid millions of dollars. People like Mark Ruffalo and Mark Hamill and all these other people. You are not interesting in your own skin. You are interesting when you are pretending to be someone you're not. That's why I don't care about your opinions. I don't care to interview you. I don't care what your thoughts are. If you want to have an interview, I'll talk to you all day long, but it's not going to be because I'm kissing up to you. And that goes for Hollywood filmmakers. That goes for athletes. That goes for anybody. I don't give a shit. Continue to take the softballs from the mainstream outlets. We'll continue to call it like it is here on YouTube. So many other YouTubers are doing the same thing as I am, and I'm very proud to be part of a group of people that doesn't pander to the nonsense. You guys have a great day. If you want more videos from me, you can subscribe to my personal channel, DDayCobra, DDayCobra. We're going to have more stuff coming to this channel, more gaming content. Our podcast is every Saturday live, and a lot more is in the works. See you guys over on the forums at geeksandgamers.com. Have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.